What other skills do you think are transferable from the world of professional sports into the business arena? You mentioned there about that. What, because when I think about it, I think like this teamwork and this determination and drive. But what is the reality? What are the transferable skills from professional sports, say, into your current career, which is financial planning?
You hit the nail on the head with those two things you just said there. I think hard work, it goes hand in hand with anything you do in life, but teamwork is huge. So in basketball, you're on a team and you've got to selflessly give up sometimes your individual goals for the greater good. And what I mean by that is you'll have you're graded on statistics. You'll have your averages, how many points you score, rebounds, block shots. Now, if your individual averages aren't good, you're putting yourself in jeopardy for getting yourself a contract the next year for that team or other teams. Now, if you're selfish and you shoot the ball too much, or you don't make the right plays for the team, for the overall team, then you won't win a championship. You will not. If you've got too many members on that team that cannot sacrifice their own personal gain for the team, you will not win a championship. I've been on very talented rosters that haven't won championships for that very reason. So it's a little bit like financial planning in that sense. You cannot always be individually goal orientated. You've got to do the right thing for the client. You've got to do the right thing for the business, and you've got to put those other motivators or other incentives to the side for the greater good. And that's one thing I'm learning in basketball, from basketball. That's exactly the same as that. You can't always be so focused on your individual. So just like in basketball is how many points you score. As a financial advisor, it would be how much revenue you generate. You cannot be solely focused on that, because it will not be a success in the great scheme of things. So it's little things like that and understanding, and having players that perform well, not being jealous, being mature enough to be able to celebrate your teammates as well. That's something that sport teaches you very, very well, because it's not just a pat on the back or a handshake. In sport, it's a big media. That player is getting champagne, it's getting Twitter shout outs, it's getting news headlines, it's getting back page of the paper. You've got to be happy for your teammate and want to share that with them as well. And I think those are little tangible things that sport teaches you as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, 100%. I really like that explanation. Actually, teamwork's the dream work, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah.